Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Calvin and Rashonda Russell, 850 Club Credit Consultation. How's everyone doing today? All right.
Hey guys, good morning. It is about 9:30 here,
Yep.
Central Standard Time, and we wanted to hop in. Hopefully, you guys got our messages socially. We also sent out an email blast about us going live, and so we wanted to chime in with you guys because we got some really questions about the upcoming home buying event.
Yeah.
We always get questions about purchasing a home. We get so many questions from you guys, and so we wanted to go live before the home buying event that we're going to be doing in our new office. And we wanted to talk to you guys and answer some of the questions that we received. So, good morning, everybody. Kind of early. Some of you guys are probably at work. If you can hear us okay, can you give us a thumbs up? Hey, Facebook, I see you guys over there as well. Unfortunately, the phones are a bit further away, so we can't see too many of your comments or questions, which is the reason why we asked you guys to send it over to us on social media so that we can kind of get those questions answered. And then I have a list of questions that we're going to read off of as well. So, good morning, everybody. Before we get started, let us know if you can see us well, if you can hear us well. Feel free to share. We're going to be going into home ownership. We're going to be going into a little bit more about our process and how we're able to get so many clients approved for homes. So, yeah, good morning. Good morning. I got my 850 cup. It's filled with tea and everything. You guys know you can grab an 850 cup as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So when you want to, you want to
Yeah,
pull that up.
so let's talk a little bit about the event. So we know everybody is kind of everywhere across the globe. We have some YouTubers here. Facebook is kind of everywhere. Everybody knows this is nationwide business, so everybody's kind of everywhere. However, we're doing an event in our Matson office in Matson, Illinois. And so, with that being said, we wanted to share with you guys what you can expect from the event. If you're not able to attend, that's one of the questions. So I guess we can start with the first question, and that is going to be, are you guys live streaming? So to answer that question, we are live streaming. To live stream, we have to use a different platform. We have to use a different service. So there is a fee of $10 if you're interested in purchasing the live stream to see the event, to see how Calvin is going to be breaking down that credit part, how to increase your credit score in 30 days to purchase a home, to see our lender and our lenders nationwide as well, to see how you could possibly work with him and get the home buyer grant money. All of that information you can go ahead and purchase the live stream, and that's on 850club.com/services. We'll go ahead and leave the link in the description box below. But if we can talk a little bit about what we can expect from you for the event.
Actually, I will be at the event. I'm kidding. But yeah, so at the event, we're going to give a lot of tips on improving your credit score. Some people, what I've found is that a lot of people, honestly, they are inches away from homeownership, but they may not know it. It could be something simple, but again, what's simple to me and my wife and, of course, the entire 850 team, because we do this all day, is, it's going to be a little bit different. And because we're using the same days. So give tips like that, what to expect, the payment process, as far as how to calculate how much of a home payment you can actually handle. So we're going to go into a lot of numbers that may seem difficult to some people. But excuse me, but me and the lender, our preferred lender, we go into this stuff all the time, so with all of our clients. And what we found was that when we simplify things for people, it just makes the process a lot easier. It really does.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Exactly. So the event is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Central.
Central Standard Time. And if you're local, definitely click the link. It'll be up above or down below for YouTube to get more information about the event and all the details and what we're going to have, some food and some drinks, and just have a good time. And so we did this in March. It was Spring into Home. Great turnout for that event. And so we wanted to do it again this year as well and kind of have it as a twice a year event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're super excited about that. So let's go ahead and get into some questions about home buying and maybe what the process is here. So just to go and maybe into the first one.
Okay.
Well, sorry, the second one here.
Yep. So can we work with you guys? This is a question we had from someone on social media. Can we work with you guys if our credit score is where it needs to be to purchase a home? Okay. The answer is yes. We are actually wrapping up a few segments of our home buying course. So if you're local, obviously, you could just reach out to us. And then our team kind of just make sure that certain things are in line. So you can easily just go online, go to www.com. I'm sorry, www.findmyhomecalvin.com. We'll put the links at the bottom in the description. And then what happens is my team reaches out to you, make sure that certain expectations are set properly, and then going through that course, we end up talking to you. Now, if you're out of state, that's where the course will actually come into play, okay? And which we'll talk about that a little bit later. But in short, we most definitely can help you with your home buying journey, whether you're local or whether you're out of state.
Absolutely. I guess the third question would be something you can answer as well.
Yeah. So now, how can I increase my score to qualify for a home? We're going to be going over a lot of that in the event. But there are some things like that you could do right away, like making sure your balances aren't too high, making sure that you're not late on stuff. A lot of times they'll get mail from like a medical bill or like Sally Mae or U.S. Department of Education, and they're telling you, hey, we need someone to make sure that there's a payment, to made or something like that. If there is no payment made, then it ends up becoming a collection. So watching your mail, being on top of things, if you truly want to get ready for home ownership, there's nothing worse than I have a lot of my clients that are inches away. We do everything and a brand new collection comes out of nowhere. You got to be on top of this stuff. Whether you're working with us, improving your credit score, or whether your score is already there, either way, you got to be on top of your bills because that one late payment can take everything down for sure. Next question. What score do you recommend to purchase a home? 580 to 620. So now this is what we want to talk about. The score you can actually get qualified for an FHA. The FHA minimum federal standard is 580. Okay, that's across the nation. All right. So with that number being said, that doesn't mean it is easy to get approved for a home being at a 580 score. You want to be higher than that. The higher, the better. I always tell my clients to shoot for 620. And 620 is going to be less drama. It's going to be a lot easy. But then you have some banks like Chase Bank. Chase Bank, they'll give you an FHA, but they don't care about a federal standard because they're giving you the money. So they want you to be at a 640 to give you the exact same rate, the exact same process as other banks. So do understand it's not necessarily a banking requirement, but it's best to go with a 620. Anything less than that's going to be a lot more red tape. How much money do I need to have in savings to apply for a home? That's your personal preference. There's a lot of programs out there that tell you to have a certain amount of money. I've seen, first off, good morning, everybody. So, but I've seen a lot of different programs. They want to make sure you have a set amount. Listen, everybody's adults. You know what your bills are. If you are prepared to not have any savings and then just have enough for closing, that's your personal prerogative. Have I seen it? Absolutely. They've exhausted everything to buy a home. That's their personal preference.
Also, what's so great too is we've had certain clients bring as minimum as like $25 to the table too because of the lender that we work with, and they were able to get like pre-approved for so much money as far as their grant because they qualified for it.
Yep.
So I think that's a great question if you guys are able to maybe discuss those details with the lender. We work with a lender that we recommend to all of our clients all the time, and he offers up to like $15,000 in first-time home buyer grant assistance money. So I feel like it kind of just depends on exactly what that ratio is with your lender
Yeah, absolutely.
in
And
purchasing a
and you
home.
don't have to go with our lender. Now, our lender, he's local here, but he does nationwide lending. But you can go with whatever lender you choose to. Okay, that's going to be your own personal preference. All right. So, but to answer that question, the more that you have in your account, the better. And 401k does count. Next is going to be, if I become a member, what's the process you use to help clients purchase a home? We go over what their budget is. We go over what areas of they're looking in. If they're obviously local, the home buying course, if you're not local, is going to go over the same things. Finding out how much can you afford, how to properly put together the numbers, what to expect, taxes, insurance. Are there any association fees? So we show you how to do all of that and what to expect, especially if you have intentions of becoming a landlord. All of our clients that of course use us locally, I give them access to our rental property master class just for doing business with me. And then of course we offer other services if they want us to help them find a tenant and things of that sort. So it really all depends on whether you're local or whether you're out of state, but we most definitely have something that can help you for sure. But we walk you through that entire process to make it seamless, to make it really easy for you. How long do I have to be at my job to apply for a home? It really depends. As long as you don't have more than 6 months without working, that's where you're going to have that time frame that really worries banks. Okay, so if you have 6 months of time without working prior to your current job, that's when they're going to ask a lot of questions. So preferably if you've been at your job, and now if you, let's say for example you've been at a job, right, and but then for whatever reason you left, and then you were only there for a month and you grabbed another job or whatever, as long as there's no more than 6 months space in between that time, that we're going to be okay. Thank you, Facebook. Someone's liking and hearting and all that good stuff. So make sure you guys do that. And of course, as you're watching this, like, share, subscribe if you're on YouTube as well. So, but that's honestly the longer the better. If you've been at your job 1 month, that's fine as long as you didn't have, like if you, assuming you was at the previous job a little bit longer than that. The biggest thing is a 6 month gap. As long as there's no 6 months gap, you're all good to go. Are children allowed at the home buying event? In a nice way, no. The only reason being is because with kids, they're so cute, they're cuddly, all that jazz, but they can easily steal away all the attention from the event. And because of that, this again, let's be honest, this is the biggest financial decision you're gonna be making in your lives. You don't want to get distracted by having certain things that's in the room. So of course, when kids in the room, we know how that whole process goes. So if you can find a sitter just for a short period of time, it's not gonna be forever. Or you get the live stream. You get the live stream, you can have 1,000
anywhere
kids.
you want. You can watch it from home.
Absolutely, absolutely. There you go. And then, okay, so I know, and then we got a couple people that's commenting, in between. We'll see if we got time to get back to those. And so we can see them, guys. We most definitely see the comments. Let's see here. Is it easier to buy a single family home or an income property? Honestly, it's about the same. Believe it or not, if a person actually has a high debt to income ratio, I've seen scenarios where they had to buy a 2 unit building here in Chicago. So sometimes, you're in a situation where, and I'll give you guys a perfect example that's really starting to pop up a lot. With DTI, that's debt to income, student loans are playing a major role in this entire process. So if you have over $50,000 worth of student loans and your income is under 50,000, your car note, if it's around 400, 450, numbers are going to be kind of tight. So kind of keep in mind those numbers, 4 and 5. And 40,000 a year, 40,000 in student loans, $400 car payment. Those are really tight numbers. That's kind of like a scenario. I mean, it's kind of like an equation that I came up with on my own. It seems to be like a pattern. But in short, so in some cases, you can actually your home buying power is higher because of the estimated expected income from a multi-family unit. For example, here in Chicago, if a person's qualified for a single family home of 150, they could easily get a 2 unit for 170, 175 because there's an additional $1,000 a month coming in. So that plays a major role in the process. Now, every market is different. Obviously, 100,000 and 150 is not going to do anything in California, but it can most definitely mean everything in Memphis. So again, the numbers are going to be a little bit different depending on what market you're in, but more than likely it's going to be easier to buy a 2 unit than it would be an actual single family. But that doesn't mean you're forced to do any either one of those. Um, how long does it take for me to see an increase in my credit score? Working with us, our clients will tell you they normally see an increase within 30 to 45 days within the first month normally. Our clients are averaging 20 to 25 points a month, and that's on an average. Now, some of our clients may even see a 75 or 100-point jump within a month or two, but on average, it's usually about 20 to 25 points a month working with our company. Okay. Now, the higher your score goes, obviously, you won't see major jumps like that. And that's without having like a trade line or something like that. That's just going through our natural credit building, organic process by working with us. And last but not least, do we offer trade lines? So here's the setup. We do offer trade lines, but I haven't done an official release video on YouTube yet about it because we only have about 52 available. Okay, 52 or 51, I gotta check because we sold a few yesterday. But a lot of them are, they're in-house clients and things like that. So we'll kind of go into that. There'll be a video specifically on that because you guys know if you watch any of my videos, I never like the process of doing doing things a certain way. But again, if you're going with someone that you can trust, and we trust our clients, and they've been with us for years, it's a slightly different process. So we have everything on lock, but we'll give you guys more information on that. And we got a lot to choose from, a lot of different information. I'm sorry, I was reading a comment. A lot of different ones to choose from as well too. I think that's the last question too.
Yeah, that's basically that. That's basically the last question. We got a couple questions on Facebook, and then we have a couple on YouTube.
Yep.
As well. So
who's on Facebook first? It's still sitting up there. So
yeah.
Justin says, I want to buy a home in March 2021. Come on, Justin, that's like far away. Should I refinance my 2018 car now? I've had it for 5 months. Normally, you need to refinance after about 6 months, but either way, cars only play a role. Actually, it's a good question because people sometimes ask me, hey, do I buy the car first, then the house, or the house, then the car? Always house, then the car. Because if you buy the car before the house, that's going to affect your debt to income. That can affect your monthly payment. That can affect your overall amount of debt. Granted, everyone's not going to buy a $20, $30, $40, $50,000 vehicle. Everyone's not going to have a $400 or $500 payment. But at the same time, you want to make sure that certain things are in place, when you're doing it. So always home, then car. But yes, you can go and refinance. Monica says, what do you have to do to be at the event? You just got to show up. That's really it. But if you're not in Illinois, obviously, you can always drive. If depending on how of a dedicated 850 club fan you are now. So, but you can always most definitely jump into the live stream. So we'll most definitely be doing that for sure. All right. So if any other questions that you guys have on Facebook, just jump in and we got you. And Monica says, I want to buy a house right now. Oh, well, that changed. Okay. Monica, that changes everything. Monica, are you in Illinois? Okay. So if you're in Illinois, go ahead and put yes or no. All right. Let's see here. All right. So let me go ahead and jump to YouTube. And let's see YouTube here. There we go. Okay, so thank you, Dwayne. Yeah, we appreciate you doing business. Yeah, okay. I know it's way before that. Okay, cool.
Short amount of time.
Okay, Monica says my credit is crazy. Well, Monica, come on now. You got it. That's when it's time to get started with 850, so we can get things in order for you. All right. So okay, so Green Eyes. Let's see here. Purchase the home, located in New York, have a good score. 2 smaller mortgages, property taxes, the property mentioned, need $10,000 worth of work. Yeah, so it sounds like we need to get you a loan on the side to kind of get some things in order for you. But we'll talk about that because you cannot have a certain amount of loans and borrowing to go for a mortgage as well too. Monica, you're in Milwaukee. I say make the drive if you're serious. But if not, don't worry. We can most definitely
live stream available.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. All right, so let's see here. I want to buy a second home in your area. I live in Connecticut. Perfect, Antoine. So all you got to do, just go ahead and you could actually just go to findmyhomecalvin.com. So that's FINDMY, find my home, HOME, Calvin.com. All right. So Monica said she's not driving that far. That's fine. We'll have the live stream for you. And then we have when is the event? The event's going to be this Saturday at starting at 11 a.m. Central Time at the home office here. So you guys can look up that information as well. We're going to put the links for the link, the Eventbrite to get the ticket as well too. All right. How long after purchasing a rental property can you purchase a home of your own? Very good question. So to be honest with you, you can buy a home the following day. The thing is really all up to you. It's all about money itself. So when you go, most first-time home buyers go FHA. So that means you need 3.5% down. That second home is going to need a little bit more work. Okay, I'm sorry, it's going to need a little bit more money down. If you plan on living in it, then you may need not as much, maybe 10 to 5% down. If you don't plan on living in it, then you're looked at in the federal's eyes as an investor, in bank's eyes, I should say. But then you'll need 20% down. So anything can be done as long as you got 20% down. All right. And I believe, okay, so I just filed bankruptcy, want to rebuild my credit. Reach out to us. We most definitely can help you, Travis. And we can show you how to buy a home while you're in the bankruptcy as well. All right. Is there a new card to force payment history on reports early? Not that we know of, Curtis, but we do have a couple of different things that we just added. So if you most definitely reach out to us today, just call the office, 877-205-7771. That number is in our description, or you can just go online at the 850club.com/coach me. Okay. Also, Monica, you're in the chapter 13. You can still buy a home while being in the chapter 13. All right. So, but going back to Curtis, we always have new things that we're showing our clients to work on and things of that sort. So we got some stuff you probably haven't seen. So most definitely reach out to us. We could do a one-time consultation. That you could easily do that, and then we could easily show you what you need specifically for your credit report. All right. What number do I call you guys for? It's in the description. Don't worry. I'll make sure that at the end of the video, all the links you guys need will be in the description. All right. Does that wrap it up?
Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So we just wanted to go over everything again. First, we talked about the live stream. There'll be a link for that. The live stream is $10. You can watch it anywhere that you want, the comfort of your home. So that's an option. The event is this Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. All of the details will be in the Eventbrite, so you can go ahead and click the link for that. That'll be uploaded shortly. Any other details? I know you guys are seeing a lot of people holding that big key. And so we do have locals that purchase with us, and it goes great. But we do also have clients that's nationwide that purchase homes because we've increased their credit score and connected them with our lender as well. And so they don't get the key, but they do get a home. And so yeah. We help them as well. So we can help you no matter where you are. And so we're excited. We're excited about the process. We're excited about helping so many people. You guys know our stories. We purchased our first home at 25, and it was an income property. And so that's why you see a lot of individuals. We push income properties. We're pushing landlords. We're pushing real estate. We're pushing ownership. And so if that's something that you guys want to do, we're super excited to be able to help you. Our team is available. They're trained. And so if you guys need any assistance, they'll be able to assist you with that as well. You can reach out to us, 850club.com/coach me, and you can find out how to schedule a info call.
Absolutely, guys. So we most definitely can help you, all your credit needs, everything. So, and then of course, we'll put all the links down at the bottom for you guys to register to answer Tyrone's question. Again, now with the restrictions, it's a lot of fraud that goes on with USDA loans. We're going to be covering that on Saturday as well, too, on why there's so many restrictions and how to get approved without having any issues for that. All right.
Okay. Thanks, guys. You guys have a great morning, and thanks so much for tuning in.
All right.